embargo for Mondays halfway through to 10 o'clock. 10:30. It's Sunday evening, please. Questions for Spanish journalists, if we have any, we'll do those at the end before the embargo. And the microphones will just go into hands. Okay.
First 40 minutes must have gone as you wanted it. Did you envisage what was going to happen after that?
I don't know. Good afternoon. So in Bucharest we played 90 minutes in that level. In West Ham we played, the first half was quite similar. Of course here is most complicated because Old Trafford, the opponent, the quality of the players. The first half we played good. Our build-up was with passion, it was correct, and we attacked in the right moments. We have a little bit problems in the last games, in the last pass. So we make the real movements, but in the pass, especially in the first half, in the last moments, and especially in the second half, where when Manchester United pushed a lot, so the substitutions for my colleague, it was really good. With they put Pogba and Fellaini more in front. They played these long balls and diagonals, and to win that ball is almost impossible. Herrera is really good going to the second balls. But with this kind of balls, when you lose the balls, you are going to suffer. When you win the balls, like there are too many players in front, you have the challenge to make the counterattacks. And we had many, with 3 against 3 or 4 against 3 or 5 against 4. And except 1 or 2 from Kevin, played an amazing game. So we didn't finish. And it's happened similar in Stoke City, similar in West Ham. When the game is open, because it's typical here in England, or you finish the section, so you're going to suffer until the end. Today we were lucky, maybe one day we were not lucky, but overall it's a big compliment for the performance, because I know how difficult it's come here in Old Trafford, and especially play like we played in the first half, and and like we suffered in the second one.
Pep, you've obviously you've only been here a very short time, but are the players reacting quicker than maybe at Bayern Munich or even at Barcelona? Because in the first half performance it seemed like they had absorbed a lot of your ideas.
Yeah, I said many times, so we are good midfield players. Our goalkeeper are with Willie as well. And we central defenders are really good to understand the 2 against 1, the 3 against 2. They made that process in the right moment, and after you create another chances for the in midfield positions and for our striker receive the ball as much as possible. So in that sense, when you have a good midfield players like Fernandinho, like Fernando was the key player in the second half for us. Like Fernandinho, like Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan is coming back with Fabian Delph. When they are good players with intelligent players, they understand quickly, and that's why we played not all the games, but a part of most of the games we play in high level. Of course, we have to continue. For example, if you ask me, we are ready to compete to Europe, and we are not ready. So we create game, but in front we need more. We need more in front. So. Until now in Premier League is okay, but to compete in the best clubs in Europe, in that moment the way we're playing is we are not able to compete with them, against them, but it's just 2 months together, so we have time to get in better.
What did you think of Claudio Bravo's debut?
Claudio Bravo today showed us the most important thing in the sports, in the football, is when you have. It's not a mistake, because he attacked the ball. I love when the goalkeepers take decisions to leave 10-15 meters in front, attack the ball, and after with Johnstone's happen, and after the outstanding goal from Ibrahimovic, make the difference. And sometimes when that happens, maybe the player can think, oh, it's my fault. And instead, Claudio said, okay, it's football, it's happened. We're unlucky because the situation is unlucky. And in that moment, the second half, he did play again and play again and play again with the ball. I know it's risk, because if you lose the ball, it's a goal against us. But when we win with that, we win many things. And I try to convince the players it's much the best way to control the game, to dominate, and to concede few chances as possible. The first half it was the clear chance, so we conceded few chances. So that's why the performance from Claudio Bravo with his personality showed me a lot today. Show me a lot. He was amazing with the feet and the saves and going to attack the ball. I am happy for him. It's not easy the first game after 2 training sessions to come here in Old Trafford and play with that personality. That means a lot.
Can I ask about the 2 penalty decisions? One, Claudio Bravo on Wayne Rooney, which obviously wasn't given, and Otamendi with his elbow, again not given. Mourinho, I think it's both.
I'm sorry, guys. Let me go at home and see the highlights, and after the next press conference in Monday I'm going to invite you and I'm going to tell you what happened. So for example, they asked me about what happened with Sergio Aguero in the game against West Ham. I didn't see it there, believe me, I didn't see it. After when I arrived at home and I saw many programs talking about that, so I thought, wow, maybe he's not going to play again in Old Trafford. So believe me, I didn't see it.
What did you think at the time then?
What do you think?
At the time,
About what?
about those incidents?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
No. I was the spectator say maybe penalty, but I didn't see it. I'm sorry. What I see is that Kolarov doesn't have 1 teeth. That is sure. He has not.
Sorry.
I don't know. Right there, no teeth. So I don't know.
You say the first half was very good, but I imagine you thought that Manchester United had been out Old Trafford were going to come strong in the second half. So what was the advice to the players at that time?
If we're going to defend, or we're going to forget to play, forget about it. 45 minutes will be long. Of course, we defend more deeper because Blin, with this exceptional foot that he has, put these diagonal balls to Fellaini especially, and Ibrahimovic and Pogba. And you have to win the second balls. We were not able to do that. But the moment we were able, we make a counter-attack. The problem was we didn't finish. We didn't finish that. But in England, it's always like this. It happened against Sunderland. It happened against Stoke City when after 2-1, a lot of players there, but we made a lot. In these kind of games, always we miss the last pass. The last pass was correct. It's a little bit strange, but we have quality with our midfield players to give the last pass to do that. And we were not able.
Did you think the game, especially the first half where you had so much of the ball and they didn't engage you until you came over the halfway line, did you expect the game to be like that? Is that how you envisaged it?
Always when we prepare the game, is always thinking about doing half the ball. But I know it's not the first time I play against Mourinho's teams, and I know how difficult it is when you lose the ball in the positions. When it's difficult, it's so dangerous. And after that, in the first half, Lindegaard with Mkhitaryan, the second half with Rashford, with Martial the last minutes, how difficult they are to control there. So I receive many goals from Mourinho's teams to use the counter-attack because his teams are really good in that part, this the part of the game. But in the first half we control it. We concede maybe 1 or 2 counter-attacks, no more. That is really good. We defend the set pieces because they are stronger, they are taller than us, and we defend really good.
Pep, there was a great sportsmanship between you and Jose before the game and you and Jose after the game. Do you think now this moves on the subplot of this rivalry between you and Jose, actually the respect you have, and makes it more about football now?
Listen, I don't know if you respect me, but I told you I respect a lot him. So what happened, it happened. We are adults. He's father, I am father. So I didn't come here to see about what this rivalry or something like that. He wanna win, I wanna win. He beat me, I beat him. In the future, I'm gonna beat him. In the future, he's going to beat me. So it's simple like that. So we are an adult people. When we see each other, we say. Sometimes we are not agree about his opinion or my opinion, but it's part of the game. So I am focused. I try to be focused in my players. That's all. So hopefully next time we play against United in the cup or in the league, the people start to forget or start to ask about our relations.
Can I just get your thoughts on Iheanacho? And why did you choose him ahead of playing like Sterling or Nolito up front? What was your why did you choose him to play up front?
Play with Iheanacho because it's the only striker that we have in that moment, and I thought many other options, but I thought in the beginning to show to my players that we came here to win the game, and I want to play in a striker. But in the second half, we start poorly. There was moments in the second half where they had many crosses. We have the ball, lose the ball, has the ball, lose the ball. I put Kevin a striker, but Kevin have the ability to come in the middle with David and with Fernandinho, with Fernando, to play more associated with the ball, and of course Kevin in front of the goal in the box is so dangerous. So he scored a fantastic goal, and he had another shoot in the post, and he created many good options for us.
Excellent performance by Kevin De Bruyne. How important is he for you to get opposition defensive midfielders thinking? Because often Pogba and Fellaini were looking behind for where he was and they would drag back. That helps you massively.
Yeah, but I don't know how you can control when the ball comes there in the long balls when they are taller than us. So maybe my point of view, Silva and Fernandinho cannot control him. They need a chair to control them. But I think Fernando and Fernandinho, for example, or another player cannot control either. So they are taller. And when the ball is there, they are taller. And I said, don't fight this ball because you're going to lose, to be close for the second ball. That's all. So there's no chance to win that ball. So why you fight? Try to be our back four away, high, to end. The first half we were able to do that. In the second half we were not able because we didn't have the ball. In the moment we had the ball, a more pass, we had time to go there, and after when you lose the ball, you can immediately win the ball again and try and play again. But I said to my players, so don't expect to go to Old Trafford, and 90 minutes we're going to play like, for example, in Bucharest play. So we're going to play against United in this atmosphere and in this stadium and win these players.
Okay, there's some questions in Spanish now.
Marxes més content per com us ve la primera part o perquè hi ha hagut alguna etapa de descontrol?
No, descontrol no n'hi ha hagut perquè ens han creat molt poques ocasions. La qüestió és que amb aquestes boles a l'àrea és impossible defensar-les. El problema és que les que hem guanyat, que hem tingut opcions de contraatac, no els hem acabat. Per això el partit ha estat obert fins al final.
So are you happy for the first half or for the second half when you defend the result? So they create a few chances in the end, in the whole game. We have the control. Of course, it's difficult to control the balls in our box, but the problem is that we have many chances in the counterattacks, but we didn't finish them, and that's the main issue.
Perdona por incidir en el tema, Pep, me gustaría que explicases en español por qué estás tan contento con la actuación de Claudio Bravo, que dieras tu valoración sobre su debut en Manchester City.
Bueno, ha jugado con lo que intuíamos, me habían contado que es, con una gran personalidad. No es casualidad lo que ha hecho en el Barcelona, en su carrera, en la Real Sociedad, en la selección chilena. En su juego de los pies es maravilloso cómo lee la situación, tanto en corto como en largo, donde está el hombre libre, en función de quién le aprieta. Y luego tiene la personalidad, cuando le hacen un gol, levantarse y seguir saliendo y seguir jugando. Por eso estoy muy orgulloso de su actuación.
So can you make an evaluation of Claudio Bravo's game? So the most outstanding thing about him is his personality. He has a lot of experience in FC Barcelona, Real Sociedad, in the Chilean national team. He knows how to read the game, he knows how to play short and long balls. And the best thing about him is his personality. If he receives a game, he stands up again and keep playing. So we are very happy for him.
Okay, guys, we do questions for the daily.